think I'm all set and ready to go. Oh, this should be interesting. Most insane person ever. Hmm. Okay, let me go over the bingo card real quick. Caleb is not a magic pill. Oh, it finally spawned. Payday loan. Basically no retirement. Smoke shop or alcohol spending. Good morning, Countess. Unrelated sad story. Be an adult. S&P 500. Sweet treats slash taquitos. Caleb gets very angry slash squeaks. Car wash. Late fee. Spending more on a credit card with a balance. Crazy thumbnail slash time. We got that one. Car has problems. Concerned about credit score. Caleb calls himself fat. Actor, artist, or musician. Hair dye. Nails, piercings, tattoos. Not a credit card person. Blaming it on others. Taking money from family or friends. I have to eat. Never learned about finances. Gambling. Rates their score way too high. Let's see what we got.
Car repo. Adding to your debt on this last one.
Pause. I did not
Pausing.
get the car repo. The car was
Uh-oh. Okay, let me like this real quick. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Follow on Twitch if you want to join our little rat pack over here. That would be cool. I'm gonna do my best not to get canceled during this episode. This makes me nervous.
voluntarily surrendered.
But I'll
You
go with the hair dye because of
voluntarily
the
you
wig
were about
thing.
to get really repossessed, and then 8 things in damn collections.
I don't think I've made a single payment on those student loans because I've had.
So you feel
I owe
no
an
moral
apartment.
obligation
Oh
to
my
pay off the
God.
debt you took.
This is
If
gonna
you
be
feel
bad.
no moral obligation with there, then this conversation's done because there's nothing I can do.
I don't have the degree for it.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, my name's Casey. I'm 34 years old, based out of Georgetown, Texas, and this is Financial.
You do not look like you're from Georgetown. I will say that.
Thanks for being on. So, what do you do for a living in
Because
Georgia?
Georgetown tends to be a little bit more on the conservative side. You look. Is it he?
Well, I actually work in Cedar Park.
Oh,
and
sure.
I
Okay,
am
Cedar Park.
a caregiver, private pay caregiver.
Okay,
for the
wonderful.
elderly.
Oh,
Interesting.
Great. How long have you been doing this?
Interesting.
Well, I just got back into it a couple of months ago. Part of the reason kind of why I'm here, trying to figure stuff out. But I started in it officially in 2020.
Okay. How much are we making right now?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I honestly don't know the yearly. I haven't done the math on it yet because it hasn't been a year for me yet.
My debt.
Um,
Don't they blame on
This is
others?
like how much are you?
Uh,
What do you mean? Are
yeah.
you hourly?
I'm hourly.
What's your hourly?
Wait, what
19 an hour.
did they
Okay.
say
How many hours a week do you work?
about for the
Guaranteed
blaming?
80, but it's usually more. My last,
80 a week.
Oh, okay.
well, sorry.
I'll wait
no.
on that one a little bit
Yeah,
before
that would
I
be
decide.
aggressive.
I'm usually
For
working
sure.
anywhere from 60 to 65
Is
hours.
that
a week.
the student loan one?
Okay.
Damn it, no
much do you
student
think
loan
came
one.
in
That
through
wouldn't be
payroll
helpful.
in the
That
last
would have been helpful.
I could actually look and tell you.
No, because I have the number.
You have that.
I want to see how much you know about your financial situation. So I take it you don't budget because you would need to know what number is coming in to budget.
Yeah.
I would have to guess 3,000, maybe 4.
Payroll is 5,900.
Oh, good
Oh,
God.
what?
Uh-huh.
In the last month?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no.
That's high.
How,
A lot
okay.
higher than
How do you
what
manage
was
your life
expected.
without knowing your literal income?
My paycheck hits my account. I pay my bills, and then I move
Do
on.
you pay your bills?
Yes.
Wait, with
They're
5,000 they
late,
don't pay their
Spoiler,
bills?
No. Late is not paying. Okay.
Yeah.
And how much do you think you spent?
Like on private stuff?
Spent.
gonna go ahead and say
just
late fee
all
'cause it
throughout.
sounds like,
spending, whether it's
that
on
happened.
debt, whether it's spending, swiping, debit, cash, all that
of
good
it,
stuff.
All of it.
Yeah, give me a number.
What's the number you just said came in a month?
5,909.
That.
Okay.
You're spending 6,715.
Make the math make sense.
Debt,
Huh?
borrowing money, other people's money, not your money.
That makes sense.
Cash App, especially.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't.
So tell me, what the is going on
Oh
here?
boy.
Well, essentially, like I said, I just started being a caregiver again.
Okay.
Going back into caregiving,
Okay.
got a pay cut.
Is it mainly
Pay cut
I'm assuming
was
elderly.
literally knocked me down from making almost 22 an hour to 19 an hour.
Okay. Why'd you
Okay.
change?
Because the job that I had before, although I liked it, I loved it. I was good at it. They
Okay.
loved me there, and I was literally in line for a promotion to make more money when I left.
Okay.
The
Mm,
job that I left for is more in line with what I want to do with my life for
Caregiving.
the rest of my life. Well, I want to go to
Okay.
school to be a nurse
Oh,
and
okay.
eventually
Huh.
become a nurse practitioner. So
Sure.
caregiving is kind of like the stepping stone to get me there, but it's
Huh.
still, it's in line. And what I was doing before is not in line with what I want
You
to
need
do.
it
And what were
as
you
a stepping
when
stone?
you were making more?
I
Well,
was
maybe if you don't have the money
a
for the
backup manufacturing
training yet,
specialist
I don't know.
for a company that makes a third of the IV bags used in hospitals across the nation.
Oh, still in medical.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
entitlement
No,
vibes
it's
are
okay.
high.
Obviously, taking a job even with a pay cut that
I'm
aligns more with what
I'm
you're doing.
scared.
But
I'm really
my
scared of
fear
this
is
one,
immediately for someone that
to
doesn't
be
budget,
honest.
for someone who doesn't track their payments, for someone who's already behind on their bills. My big fear is that they live the lifestyle they live when they're making more money, and then they don't adjust, and then things get
Yeah.
and there's a stack of paperwork in
Lifestyle
front of me,
inflation.
meaning things are likely.
Things are definitely
So why have you not
Um,
adapted your
Okay.
spending, your existing, your
Be-
everything to the new income and to the new life?
because
Those are wild glasses, by the way. As a glasses wearer, those are intense.
thank you. I love them.
Sure.
But
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
basically, why I haven't adjusted is because everything that I currently am paying for and was paying for are necessities like utilities and food
Everything.
and rent, car
Every-
note, gas,
everything?
car
Everything.
insurance. I
Everything.
have 2 dogs, 2 cats.
Yeah.
So they're food.
Oh.
So everything
stuff
you're
like
spending
that.
on is necessities.
Yes, everything.
We'll see how that goes.
Phone bill, internet, because I don't have cable.
Going out to eat, $420.
Wait,
Miscellaneous bullshit.
that was just 10 of one. Sweet treats is already there, and then like $10 in donuts alone. Why is there so much donuts? Well, I guess maybe I don't got donuts. Maybe it was a dozen donuts. Maybe it was just one donut run.
$154.
That's okay. Going out to eat is definitely for work. That's work because
What the f- are you talking about?
I don't eat at
Hmm?
work. If I eat at work, I have to go get something to eat because
What are you talking about? Have you
Just pack a sandwich.
when you went to school, did you ever go to school, grade school?
of course I did.
Wonderful.
You're-
Did you see people
Did
bring
that
little
already-
lunch boxes and thermoses?
Yeah.
Okay, if you have
Wonderful. Why
need,
can't you do that as an
I'm
adult?
putting I have to eat on there.
No access to adequate refrigeration, no access to a microwave.
That's what a lunchbox
You-
is for. It keeps
Yeah,
it
do you not have an
cool. What do you think
insulated
a lunchbox was when they were putting
lunchbox?
cold things in there? It's insulated to keep it cold. You put a little ice pack in there. What do
Yeah.
you think a thermos is for? It keeps it hot. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
I've
Yeah.
tried the thermos and it doesn't keep it hot enough. I've tried the ice
Hot
pack.
enough? Oh, wow, wow. When we can't pay our bills, we're going to be picky about whether or not it's 120 degrees versus 110?
Yes.
No.
Dude,
Why? How are you?
you're allowed to have some lukewarm soup. You're trying to save to get out of the situation.
You allowed to be picky? And what kind of sense of entitlement do you think you're allowed to be picky? In what world are you allowed to be picky and not paying any bills? Sorry, I should give them context. I always do this. I dig in because I know your situation, but they don't, and they're like, "Why is she digging in?" So
Ah!
okay, but okay. Well, I want to get back to that because that's
I
kind of.
didn't need that spoiler.
Then your
Holy
large
shit.
purchases.
Which purchases?
Large purchases. It's the category we have. Was $2,049.
Oh,
Oh, that
Yes,
was just all
yes, it
Cash
is.
App out. Sending into Cash App.
Meal prepping is
And then we'll
like
look at your spending in Cash App.
of what? I mean, because
a magical thing
I know my
that
rent gets
doesn't
paid from
exist.
Cash App,
Or
my car note gets paid
you
from
gotta be,
Cash
like,
App, 'cause a
so
lot of the times
extreme.
what I'm doing,
Yeah, most of your Cash App was spending.
you got to be like a super intense gym bro to meal prep. Don't you know that? You can't just like pack a freaking sandwich.
Be very clear.
well, a lot of times what I do is that my paycheck hits because I think you have two accounts because I have 2 accounts. My paycheck
Okay.
hits one account.
Try not to
And
tap the table.
Sorry,
It's okay.
my paycheck kicks one account, and I literally take that, I move it from that account to my Cash App account because a
Okay.
lot of my stuff either automatically comes out of my Cash App account or I have my Cash App card on their online account, so that way it's just boom, hit a button, pay it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like my rent, it's boom, hit a button, it's paid, coming from a Cash App.
Yeah, the majority of the things in your Cash App, though, in terms of line items, were bullshit.
Hmm.
Well, I know I have a couple Apple Pay things.
You don't know your finances.
And
Okay,
Definitely
just like
not.
any guest who
Okay.
comes on the show, go through our budgeting program. It's like 3 hours of education. There's lots of quizzes and everything. Go through that. You get it for free. You guys can get it at a bundled price right now for a 15% discount. Make sure you guys are checking that out in the description below.
Is it for Labor
I just
Day or
wanna
something
know
else?
where you think you are in life right now before we get into your finances, and then I want to challenge some of those thoughts. We need to give the audience a bit of context of where you're at. Where do you
Okay.
think you are in the world of finances right now? Your financial situation, 10 being the best, 0 being the worst. Where do you think you are?
can I go negative?
No, but so
Yeah,
you're saying
no,
0.
Yeah, I know.
That-
it's
Then
bad.
why the f
That's
do
a
you think
that's a great way to do it. Is just spaghetti. One, spaghetti's great. Two, you can make a lot of it, and then it's easy to
you can eat out? In
pack it
what
up.
world
Yeah,
are you allowed to
definitely.
have luxuries? If you are at a
Well, because
0.
honestly, for a while there, I didn't have groceries at home, so
Get groceries.
So it was
Yeah.
like, oh, I have $3. Let me go here and get this. I have $5. Let me go. Oh, let me borrow 15
Or-
from this person and go and get that.
Or that
You
day
could have
go
just gone and got like a thing of the peanut butter and jellies or something. What are you talking about?
to the grocery store. I'm so confused. What do you mean?
What
I
do you-
know the town
what-
you live in. I know the area you live in. There's an HEB every 3
Ooh.
seconds.
Well, yeah, I know that, but what can you get
Fishies.
at a grocery store for $3? That's going to be a meal that lasts multiple days.
I don't know. My go-to is if I do actually do like a smart thing and prepare food. That's not just like hot dogs. It's generally chicken's pretty easy to do in bulk. So I generally go with chicken.
Meal that's multiple days. No, you meal prep. Meal prep. You're cooking like chicken, rice, vegetables, these things. You're packaging them up. You warm them up next day. It's meal
Yeah.
prep. You never meal
Meal
prepped?
prep.
Ground beef.
Well,
Big old things of ground
I don't
beef.
know.
Some tacos. Then you can make tacos by warming that up. Then you can warm it up and you
Yeah.
can make like spaghetti the next day.
Oh, yeah,
you
there's-
can-
there-
I
there's
guess
your
you can kinda
spaghetti
consider it meal
counters.
prep because sometimes when I do cook, I cook a lot. Like I'll buy a big pack of chicken and I'll bake the whole pack and then
Okay,
just
then
keep
how
it
you
and
not?
eat it for like the next
Your
week or
grocery
so.
store spending was 2.7% of your spending. I don't even have a number
Oof.
there because it's the slice on the pie
Well,
chart is
that's
so
also
small.
because
Dang it, I don't think I
don't
have
eat a
the
lot
grocery
because
store.
I'm a diabetic.
Okay, well you go
So
out to eat all the time, which
I
also
have
is
to-
not good for diabetes.
Oh.
I pick and choose what I eat, and so I'm literally only grocery shopping like maybe once a month.
Beat us 1 or 2.
That's the interesting question because
Why not go to the doctor and find out?
Huh?
I have gone.
Oh, okay.
So I've been diagnosed twice.
Okay.
First time I got
Okay.
diagnosed, it was 2. Lost like 50 pounds, got cleared. And then
Okay.
later on down the road, like 2 years later, got diagnosed again. And they're saying it's looking like 2, but we're going to treat it like 1. So
Probably
Okay.
two
like,
again.
it's a confusing situation.
You got a
I'm
second
just-
opinion going to a different.
No, I'm just treating it. I take my medicine, so like my blood sugar.
Well-
And I'm like super lazy. I get Mambo's seafood fried rice for like $15, and it lasts me like 3 to 4 days. Yeah, no, that sounds about right, honestly. Yeah.
Well,
That's fine.
I'm-
so.
I mean,
As someone with a lot of family members with type 2 diabetes, it's kind of dude.
okay, I can call it out without being horribly offensive because I also have one, but we are a sharer of guts.
Yes, Gail
We
calls
have,
himself fat. Yes,
guts.
yes.
yes,
They
yes,
exist.
yes.
If you're treating it, wouldn't that also include getting rid of that?
Well,
Yeah.
I actually am. I used to be bigger.
Congratulations. How much weight
Okay.
have you lost?
I've lost an additional 40.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome. That's great.
Wow, that's a lot.
Have you been maintaining that, or are we kind of in like a
It's maintained with a goal of losing more.
okay?
Like I'm at the point to where like,
What?
am I happy with where I'm at? Yeah.
Sure.
But could I lose more? Yes. Would I be happy if I lost more? Yes. But am I like focused on that? No. Right now I'm focused
What?
on trying to survive.
Okay. Well, surviving
Huh?
for someone with diabetes, a part of that is health. Like if you
Yeah.
didn't have diabetes, I wouldn't I wouldn't call it out. Like I don't care. You know, like
Right.
who gives? But I mean, obviously that is a part of your actual life and
Yeah.
Big part.
a big part, and that's something we would want to avoid. And by going out to eat multiple hundreds of dollars a month,
Ooh.
going out to eat, you can obviously get salads
Yes,
and stuff.
yes,
but
it
usually
is.
going out to
Thank
eat is
you.
not always
Thank
a good
you.
thing.
Good,
I was about
good,
to say,
good.
Would it?
It definitely
help
is an
if I told
unrelated
you that
sad
most of
story.
that
Thank
was
you.
Me going somewhere to get a salad. Like I love the
We'll
salad
see.
from Whataburger.
We'll see.
Oh, yeah,
but it's a
Whataburger?
salad from
Mm.
Whataburger.
It's lettuce and tomatoes and like grilled chicken and like a good little dressing.
Yeah, man, I would love to know about that good little dressing.
I usually get the
Yeah, because
balsamic vinaigrette.
that's the thing about the salad things. If you're doing like fast food salad, or just if you're gaining weight with salad, or if you're not losing weight with salad, it's probably because of all the ranch or topping type stuff.
And
That's where they
actually
get
one of
you.
the better ones.
I'm
Is it
curious. Listen, I'm curious. I don't know. I'm thinking Whataburger. There's probably like a hidden honey butter chicken biscuit in there somewhere that you don't even know
Ooh, I
about.
love the
I
honey
love the
butter
honey
chicken
butter
biscuit.
I know, but it's a Whataburger. Like, but okay. Let's go through these. So, I think this is a car. Through
Okay.
What is it?
Santander.
Yes, that's my current vehicle.
What is your car?
Do I have
I
any
drive
other?
a 2019
I don't really
Ford
have any
Edge
car things other than car
Titanium.
wash.
Titanium. Wow.
Titanium?
I don't know.
It's
Like
the trim
fancy or
level.
something?
No, I'm sure. I just don't know. Oh, also, by the way, guys, get your Hammer Financial Score for free. Link in the description below. You think you're a 0? We'll find out by the end. Wouldn't be surprised. See where you're at. And if you want to come on the show, if you have interesting finances, interesting stories, go to calebhammer.com/apply. We'd be happy to take a look at your application.
Let's
Get you
spell
down here in
the car?
Austin, Texas. Okay. So
Oh,
this Ford
okay.
Edge, we have a balance.
That's funny.
Of...
I mean, sometimes the Caleb producers
That's
don't really
a
catch
lot,
everything.
for your hour. Now, luckily, you work a lot of hours a week, but for your hourly
Yeah,
income
no, that
as
would be
its
misspelled.
own,
Yeah.
$32,574.94 is a lot.
Well,
When did you get this?
How long have you had this car?
22.
Okay, so it was a couple years
Holy
used at that
shit.
time.
Yes.
Was it a used car?
Yes.
How'd you get such an
Yeah, no.
expensive used car?
That's a good
For
way
what
to
it's worth,
do it
during
with
that
with the
time,
salads.
Used car prices did
Also,
go
protein
up
just fills you up.
dramatically during the pandemic.
That is problem number 1.
That is problem number 1. But still, even still, we could have gotten like a $2,000 car became a $10,000 car. Like it's just, but you went to like the $35,000-$40,000 range.
So let me tell you what happened.
Oh, boy.
Before I had this car, I had a different car. I had
Okay.
I had a 2019 I had a 2019 Kia Sportage that I was financing. Payment was less than that one.
Yeah, like
and
meat.
I loved it.
I'm assuming.
So mad I don't
Right?
have it anymore.
Okay.
Like chicken or
I
something?
was, however,
Or
I had
like,
just
I
transitioned
think some people
jobs
like put like tuna in
again,
there.
and
And another thing.
I was behind on my payments.
Okay.
But I was in the process of trying to catch up. I was at the point where if I missed another payment, they would put my car up for repo.
Okay.
But I made the payment to keep that from happening. Finance company lost the payment, refused to do anything regarding losing the payment, even though I submitted the proof of me submitting the payment and it going through.
I'm putting blaming dead on
I
others.
sent them my bank statement showing the
morning.
transaction going through and nothing coming back. And they still said, well, you either need to make another payment or we're going to take your car. So I was like, no, screw that. I'm giving it back to you voluntarily. Because I refuse y'all to be someone y'all just come snatch it from me.
Sure, voluntary repo. Sure.
And so I immediately went out and started trying to find something else.
Well, hold on. Didn't you still owe on that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I immediately went out trying to find something else.
That's
And-
fair. Man, I remember ordering fried rice and I usually get asked what kind of meats I want. They instead ended up asking me what protein I wanted. I was super confused. That's fair.
And went to the only dealership that apparently I could find to work with me at the time.
You mean for financing?
Yeah, for financing.
Okay. Well, you could have gone to Indie dealership, but
Yeah.
you could have got financing
Yeah.
outside of there. But whether or not you qualified, probably doubt it. Getting repo and all that stuff. So
Well,
I get
so-
it. So you went to a predatory place, most likely.
Basically, what I did is
Probably.
I got on Google and I looked for places that work with people in my situation. And I ran across this website called Credit Yes, I think is what it's called. And I
Oh,
filled it out
boy.
and they called
That
me.
sounds so shady. This just sounds like we'll accept anyone because we have like crazy high interest rates.
And told me something and they said, okay, we work with this
Like a cable
dealership.
space.
You're approved for this, go there.
Oh, okay.
So I went to the dealership and that's what they put me in.
What's the condition of this car?
Please tell me it
Honestly,
sucks.
in my personal opinion, it's in better shape now than it was when I got it. At
Did it
least
have
mechanically
problems?
speaking-wise.
Well, you owe a
Eh?
monthly payment of $836, which is an insane thing. And I think
Holy
you made more
shit.
last month.
Whoa.
Sorry, this isn't funny. I think my producers kind of just pranked me unknowingly.
Huh?
Mhm.
They ran the VIN and they
Okay.
gave me the value of the car, and I was shocked to see a trade-in of $31,000. I was like,
It can't be
yeah,
right.
dude,
I
Casey
wish.
got this. Trade that in and break even. Like, that's incredible. Or private sale even more. Then they're like, oopsie, wrong one. Yeah, it's worth private party 14,000.
Freaking
So
auto mod is
you're
so
underwater
dumb.
by over 50%.
So
Yes.
dumb.
So this is. So you went to a predatory dealership probably because you had a predatory loan. Well, you probably got a car that was, they sold it to you way higher. What's the than its actual value? What's the interest rate on this thing?
It's above 20%.
No.
I think if
What are
it's
you
not
doing?
Again? Really? What is this? I we're back to like Taylor level loans. What the hell?
if it's not exactly 20%, it's above 20%.
With a minimum
Holy
monthly
cow! What
payment
the
of
hell? Did you go to
836.
to the same place?
But that's not what matters, because guess what? You're past due.
I'm not past due anymore.
What do you mean you're not past due anymore? You caught up completely? You made the full $1,751.90 payment?
No.
Hey.
What I did was I filled
When
out
was
some
this
paperwork with my
recorded?
finance company and moved to my past due payments to the end of my term and then made a payment.
Okay, well, it was still added. You didn't catch up. You're just
Yeah.
future you.
But it's current and it's reporting to my credit as current.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I get it, but you're just...
on paper it works.
Yeah, extend your 20% loan even more. That's great. Instead of catching up on your
Wait.
things by
Well, I mean,
actually like managing your
I don't plan on
finances and
keeping
budgeting.
Freaking
it
20%
paid off,
car loan.
so
What do you plan to do? You're underwater by 60%.
I'm going to keep it until I can get
Yeah,
into something
very
else.
true. Very true. Used car lots are probably the worst place for broke people to go. Yep.
Yeah, how are you getting rid of this in the loan? Being underwater 60% by getting into something else.
Caleb,
Yes.
it's a 7-year term. I am
Yes.
34 and
Okay.
I plan on being a nurse before I'm 40.
Okay.
Oh
Nurses
no.
make bank, especially travel
Oh
nurses.
no. No. Oh yeah, nuts and beans and tofu. Yeah, there are some good options. But the plan is I will just make more income, so it'll be fine. That is not a plan. That is a shitty plan.
You want to be a travel nurse?
I'm going to start off as one, yes.
Okay, let me give you a solid
Oh my
dose of real
gosh.
world. That doesn't matter. Not with someone like you who can't manage their finances. You can
Yeah.
make $200,000 a year. That doesn't change your financial situation.
Very
You
true.
would be spending $250,000 a year.
I don't think so.
I do, based on your budget and based on your spending. How do you
Yeah.
not think so? In what
Because
context
I
and what
already-
behavior supports the idea of
Because
not?
I know what I want to do in life and I know what it's going to take to do it.
Oh, I hear a lot of
and
wants. Look at your
Oh,
actions. They're not
boy.
getting there.
I know
Do you
that
really know what you need to do to
considering-
do it? Or, well, I guess you could know what you need to do it, but you just really don't want to.
there's certain parts of my current life that I cannot change,
What?
Like what?
such as the cost of my rent and the cost of my car.
Bull- What's your cost of rent?
Before all the extra fees, $16.85 a month.
Yeah, you can control that.
Yeah.
You kidding me? We can get you in $1,000 place.
Yeah,
$1,000
very true.
studio.
Not in Georgetown,
Yeah, you don't have to live in Georgetown.
but I do.
You don't have
you?
to.
My-
You
all
can
my-
control that.
You have a
My
car.
family's in Georgetown.
Wonderful. Round Rock
Live
is
with
10 minutes
them.
from Georgetown. I don't give a
Live with your family if it's so important.
And Round Rock is 10 minutes from Austin. I don't give a You take I-35 like a normal human.
Yep.
What are you
I-
talking about?
I do too much for my family to be that far away for them.
10 minutes?
What?
I do too much for my family. to be
Okay,
that
go
far
ahead
away.
and tell me what's
Dude.
too much for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Number one, my mother does not drive right now, but she still goes to work, so I'm the one
Wonderful.
that gets to the work every morning.
Also make up 10
Okay.
minutes
I
earlier.
go pick her up from work on Fridays. I get her to church on Sundays. I
Great.
get her
So,
and my disabled cousin to all their doctor's appointments. I'm the one that goes to all the stores that my mama needs to go to for her grocery shopping and all
Uh-huh.
that fun stuff.
You need to be
Mhm.
buying groceries while you're there.
And
yeah.
I also
Yeah.
help my sister with my nephews from time to time. So I have to
wonderful.
be close to them.
Ooh,
Being outside of Georgetown just really feasibly, especially
Incorrect.
considering gas, it's not an option.
incorrect.
No.
I don't know what the you're talking about. Leave 10 minutes
No.
early like an adult. You do not
Yeah.
need to live 30 seconds away. I don't care. What are you talking about? You're literally 34 years old. You can drive an extra 10 minutes. You
Yeah.
can set your alarm 10 minutes earlier. That is not
True.
a valid excuse. For those who don't know, because the majority of people watching this are outside of Austin,
Yeah.
Georgetown is just like the northernmost suburb of Austin.
Yes.
Like you could be in Cedar Park and get there in 20 minutes. And that's,
Yeah.
because
People drive from Austin to San Antonio to work. I've done that for a bit too. do what you need to do. Yeah, I have a friend who works in like right between San Antonio and Austin, and we'll go into work like at least 3 times a day. Not 3 times a day, 3 times a week. So yeah, no, it's normal for people to go through high commutes if they need to.
Which is a baby. We can't drive.
It's not that I can't drive. I just
It kind of sounds like it. No
George-
offense, actually. You.
Georgetown's in my comfort zone. It's what I know.
No, it's
what
not.
I've
You're
only
paying a
known.
Oh,
rent
your
that you say
freaking
you can't
comfort
control. It's too
zone is
expensive.
going to
You're
kill
outside of
you.
your comfort
It's not
zone.
that. It's not that it's too expensive. It's
Uh,
not that it's too expensive.
You just said you're being held back by things you can't control.
Ooh, Houston from Houston sounds intense.
Sorry, you said rent.
Well, it is rent because I can't move right now.
Yes, you can.
You want me
Huh?
to break my lease and
You
move?
could break your lease if it's what's holding you back. Yes, depending.
It could be worth it
Depending. We would
monetarily.
need to see
It depends.
what that actually ends up looking like.
Let's say I printed
Yeah.
my credit report. I want you to look at it and see.
Yeah,
what you
Houston to
see
San
on there.
Antonio is crazy.
Okay, well,
And
we
then
will
we'll
get
talk
there.
about
But also, you signed the lease, and the lease will end at some point.
March of next year.
Wonderful, and then you could get $1,000.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Why? We're talking about it right now. What
boy.
are you talking about?
It's on the ground.
Round Rock, Georgetown. See how close it is? It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's
Buddy, you
it's on the
can
credit
live
report.
in South Georgia. Here it is, Georgetown, right here, 1.1 thousand.
What is
It's a little house.
what?
A little house.
Yeah,
Let
Houston
me see.
traffic. Holy
It's
shit.
a
Yeah.
house. You kidding me? It's a house. Buddy.
That's not a house. That's an
What?
apartment. And it's usually for college gigs. It's right there by the university in Georgetown.
Okay, you don't
So?
get to be picky.
Why are you being picky about a place to live when? Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, like that complex
Oh,
is for
good.
college
Glad
gigs.
it's a
It's not
good
a
job.
complex. This is a house. Are we able to like look with our eyes at things? Look at this. Can everyone see this? I mean, yes, you're renting an
Yeah,
area
it's
of
a
the house,
house.
but it's not a complex. It's a house. You're renting. It's like subdivided into different units. That's unit A.
For the university students.
Yeah,
No,
if you need,
anyone
if you
can-
want to
this
change,
isn't
it,
just for university
leaving your comfort
students.
zone is
What
definitely
are you
often
talking
needed.
about? I promise you, they want to lease this, and if you can be a more reliable tenant, they will lease it to you. As
Yeah.
someone who owns rentals next to a college,
Mm-hmm.
I don't just accept college students.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Here's this apartment, 1,200. It's an apartment complex with 14 units available. 1,300 there, 12 units available. 1,300 there, 27 units available.
Yeah.
What did you say your rent is again?
Right now it is
I think he said
Wonderful. So I'm
16?
saving you money on all these. 1,211 units available at that complex. This
1,600?
complex, 1,100
So
available.
saving like 500 a month would that's a lot.
12 units available there. But you're renting on for what you want. This is all over Georgetown. So this isn't even leaving Georgetown because I'm going to cater to your inability to wake up an extra 10 minutes early. $1,000 right there
Oh my
at
gosh.
apartments. One bedroom's not even sitting on. There's 5 of them at that complex.
You'll need to cut
Okay.
this part, but that's the complex I'm currently in.
Well, there you go. Well, we're gonna bleep the name. We're gonna bleep the name. But
Okay, yeah.
it's the complex you're already in, and that name won't be available. So obviously people can't find you. But yeah, guess what? There's apartments there for $1,000. Currently
Yeah.
5 available. You're just living in something you want to live in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Very
look
true.
at their website.
So
because
things you
that's-
can't choose.
That's hard to believe.
Hard to
honestly.
believe. This is they're listing it. What the
Uh,
f- are you talking about?
I'm just saying it's hard to believe because I've looked.
It doesn't matter. That's not something you have
Have
to
you?
believe. It's
I've
literally
looked.
that.
Like before I moved into this apartment, I looked.
No, it might not have been available right then.
I looked everywhere though. Like I was looking for a cheaper apartment
he's saying at the time that they might have been higher for some reason.
because I was coming from an expensive apartment, trying to get into something cheaper.
Wait.
And I actually did. This one is actually a little bit cheaper than what I was.
What were you paying before? If this one's 1,600, dude.
Paying at my last.
Well, then that's insane. But you also just apparently don't know how to look for apartments. Also, maybe it was just the time for whatever reason. But they might cover transfer costs if you switch into that unit if you tell them you can't afford that. I don't know for sure. You have to talk to the leasing office about that. But
I'll definitely.
Yeah, no,
give them a call.
it's helpful to have new eyes on things. It's kind of funny. One of my favorite high school memories is I was in a very, very small AP chemistry class. There's only 9 of us. And it was funny because a third of us were doing well, a third of us were doing okay, and a third of us were like failing. But it was so that was kind of funny. But at one point, one of the girls in the class was like just looking stuff up because she was trying to figure out which college to go to, and the professors or our teachers like, "Hey, what are you doing? You're not doing the work that we're supposed to be doing." And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm researching colleges." And he's like, "Okay, everybody, you're on top of housing for college. You're on top of like activities for college. You're on top of like seeing how they are in this field that she wants to do." And we all just like researched college for her and then put all our results together because he knew that that would be ultimately more important than the like, chemistry thing that we were learning that day. I really like that teacher, professor, whatever you want to say.
Everyone was telling me to invest at the start of my financial journey, but not
I can't be
where or
trusted to
how
buy
to
my
do
own
it.
clothes,
I
apparently. Well, according to my mom, I'm very similar. Well, I'm installing printers in a hospital right now, and the hospital plays harp music through the intercom when a baby's born. So a baby was just born. Aw, that's adorable.
started my channel to have the money conversations and provide financial education I needed years ago, and why
Oop.
setting you up for success is my #1
Oh,
priority.
I
And
don't care
that
about
is why
Momo.
I've partnered with Mumu, the official
He's almost
investing app for this
actually accurate with the
today.
ad
Believe me when
placement
I
this time.
say
What?
I trust Mumu, and
Weird.
you should too. Now let's get back to today's episode. And then you said you can't control your car costs. That's not completely true. Right now, you can't control that you're in it, but you can control that you got in it. You can control the
Yeah.
price of the car you got. You had to go to a specific dealership for the financing that you had to get, sure, but you got a more expensive car than you could afford.
I
Yeah.
got the car they showed me.
Why did you do that instead of like, hey, show me another car?
Oh my gosh. The titration practice is less necessary than finding out which dorms are run by former lab-grown rats. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's why I wasn't a landlord, okay?
I did, and they said we worked the deal on this one. We got you approved for this one.
You know what you
Let's
say?
just go with this one.
That's not their choice. They don't just say,
Mm.
let's go with this one. You're the buyer.
Huh?
Your response to that is, you, I'm
Yeah.
leaving.
Fair enough,
And then
yeah.
I wouldn't have a car.
Yes, temporarily.
Oh
Temporarily.
my gosh.
It's a temporary sacrifice.
Honestly, based on like if because this is a similar situation to Tyler, wouldn't it also just be more efficient to Uber? Wouldn't Ubering be better than your car at this point?
It's a temporary sacrifice that I can't afford to make given I live in Georgetown and at the time was working in Austin.
No, I get that. Listen, here's the thing.
Eh.
If we're talking about an $800 a month payment with 20% interest on a car that were underwater by 60%,
Ugh.
you would have saved so much money even if you're Ubering for a full month
Yeah.
while looking for other options. So you would have Ubered. You're
True.
behind on payments. You had to put it at the end of your loan, which is horrendous. Extending your 7-year,
Oh, they had
20%
so this is a common thing that they had of a little song. That sounds adorable.
or more death loan, you would have Ubered for a month, even 2 months, and you would have still saved money. If you got a car half the costs.
I was worried I wasn't going to get a car if I waited
Mm.
because
Okay, well,
the
that's
other car, excuse me,
Huh?
my other car was getting taken away.
Well, yeah. And so
I
will
mean,
this one.
to be fair, I don't know if the bike could work because supposedly they're the main source of transportation for mom. So, but even then, just buy Uber for mom.
If you keep going down the
Yeah,
road you're
electric bike
going.
team strikes
I'm not
again.
going to let it go.
Okay, well, I
That's
wonder
why
how
I'm
many
here.
times they will allow you to stack it at the end.
As long as I make 8 payments in a row, I can do it again. Their words exactly.
Are you going to make 8 payments in a row? Because you were not.
I've done it twice.
So 2 payments in a row.
No, I mean, I've done this moving to the back of my loan thing twice.
What? You did what?
Casey. Oh. Listen, your hourly wage isn't like
Oh, yeah.
fantastic by any means. It's not like, you're making a shit ton of
Oh,
money.
double
If you
seater
work so many hours that you actually do bring in an
for
okay
for
amount of money,
elderly mom. That could be
there's no
interesting.
reason why you should have had to do that twice.
I'm aware of that. That's why I'm here because I'm trying to figure out what the
Yeah, no
crap
shit.
is going
But
on.
but that's
Like,
that's what everyone says when they come on here and they use that as a cop out. That's not how
No,
these conversations work.
because I want to
Caleb
fix
is not
it.
a magic pill.
Like there's, I want to do it in my life, and I can't do it with the way things are going right now.
Yeah,
So I need.
but you're not even willing to get a cheaper place or drive an
It's
extra
not-
10 minutes.
It's,
Yeah.
Okay. Leaving Georgetown, yes, that I'm refusing to do.
That's like so basic.
Getting into a cheaper place, I am willing to do if I can. And but I will tell you why.
Are you telling me if Round Rock is
What?
literally 1 block over, you will not go 1 block over?
If Round Rock was 1 block over, that's
So
a
you'll
completely
live on the
different story.
edge of Georgetown in
Okay.
Round Rock? As long as you're in Georgetown?
I needed to have a Georgetown address.
Okay, well
That
that's
is
just dumb.
dumb.
That's just you being picky. No
Yeah.
offense, but that's just stupid.
That is
That's
stupid.
stupid.
It's literally
Very.
the one thing in life I'm picky about. I compromise.
Doubt.
I don't think you
on
can
everything
be.
else.
X'd out.
I compromise.
Well, actually, you
on
can be because we found
everything
$1,000.
else.
Okay, do you? I saw your fast food spending. Come on, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you compromising on? Please tell me.
That's
Please educate me on your compromise.
Salads from Whataburger and some cheap McDonald's dollar.
Not a compromise. You can get lettuce and dressing from a grocery store. You
Yeah.
getting the convenience of fast food, regardless of what you're buying at the fast food place, that is not a sacrifice. That is convenience. So please tell me what you're sacrificing.
Everything.
Obviously
Really?
not. Give me specifics. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
You can't even name one.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, very, very true. Unless if it's for kids' school where you live, it's just ego. Yeah.
Then you're not sacrificing. No offense.
when you put
Unless if
someone
you're
on the
like,
spot
don't
asking-
have a car and you just walk to work. That's the other like version. But that it's not the case here.
what they're sacrificing. It's
Think
hard
about
to-
your entire life right now, your day to day. What choice are you making that is a sacrifice?
I mean, that's a tough question to answer because
No, it's not.
It is because some of it's just like personal stuff, and some of it's like
Ask
Like
me what
what?
I'm sacrificing in my life right now.
Like-
Boom. I'll give you an answer. We just had one of those bull overpriced,
Why would you wanna live near school
healthy
cats?
lunch places for like
Just
the
for, like,
millionth week in a
future?
row because I'm trying
Oh,
to be
more
healthy.
police presence. Good point. Good point. Yeah, 3 miles instead of 3 blocks. It's more just I'm saying in general of being in a close enough to walk area.
Instead
but,
of eating food that
depends.
actually tastes like food. Wonderful. It's a sacrifice. It's not a huge sacrifice, but it's a sacrifice. Name any sacrifice.
sacrifices.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I sacrifice my time a lot.
okay.
I sacrifice
Okay.
my time a lot because
How's
if
that?
I'm not at work, I am doing something with my family or doing something with my church. I
Okay.
very seldom
Okay.
have time for myself to do anything, to check out anything, to research anything. If I'm researching stuff, I'm like researching on the fly. Okay, here we go.
Okay, so for someone who sacrifices
Can't
their
you
time,
just-
they're not willing to sacrifice an extra 10 minutes to save money on rent.
That's more
Yeah.
time. I just told you I sacrifice my time. You want me to add more time for me to sacrifice?
Just
when I
stay up a
can
little bit later and just Google freaking apartments.
save the 10 minutes. Like I'm confusion right now.
Yes, I am. 10
Really?
minutes.
So on top of my 6 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Mhm.
work day,
That's awesome. You get home at 8:10.
5 days
Buddy,
a week.
listen, that's not even the biggest issue. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because literally, if you're able to save
Yeah.
$600 in rent, yes,
This
that is
dude
worth
is
it
wasting like
in your situation.
20 minutes talking about
I don't know how you don't see
how
that.
he needs to, how he
I
doesn't
don't
want to
even know how
spend
this
10
conversation
minutes.
is possible if that is something you're not willing to sacrifice.
if we can if we can
There's
save the money-
10,080 minutes in a week.
if we can save
10,080.
the money without me leaving Georgetown, then that's what I want to do.
Oh
Well,
my
yes, you're going to
gosh.
stop eating out as well, but at a certain point,
I'm already there.
okay,
Yeah.
obviously not, but see, I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, am I still eating out? Yes. Am I still paying for it? No. Someone else.
What?
Is. If I eat
Also,
out, someone else
again,
pays for it.
In Georgetown, I literally just pulled up Zillow for a whole second and found a bunch of options that are cheaper than yours,
Oh,
including
yeah.
at your own damn complex. So, like, I don't know what the you're talking about. I really don't.
Yeah.
You're someone unwilling
A
to
lot of
move
excuses.
in anything, in any way.
Okay. It's on the credit report. You're gonna see it anyways. I can't move right now because I owe another
Yeah,
apartment
no.
complex $4,000.
I know what
Okay,
you mean,
what about
cats.
internally though, in your internal complex?
I don't know.
Okay, that's worth a conversation. How'd you get into this complex then?
I applied, got approved, and moved in before the other complex hit my credit.
Okay. My
And why
gosh.
haven't we worked to pay that other complex then? How much do you owe them?
I don't agree with the amount that I owe them.
Well, I don't care if that impacts your life
What?
dramatically at a certain point. Sometimes we all
Well,
take the L.
Yeah.
When I looked at the breakdown of what they were charging me for, they're charging me for stuff that they shouldn't be. So I'm fighting it right now.
Fighting it how?
Phone calls, just all the
Huh?
steps. I can't.
What are the
even-
steps? Are you talking to a
What?
lawyer? Are you going to small claims? What are you doing?
I'm talking to them. I'm
Talking to who?
the apartment people,
Okay, so that's probably not.
Yeah.
and I'm trying
Yeah,
to get it
probably,
figured out
actually.
because, like I said, they're charging
You
me
just
for
won't
stuff
do
that
the
I don't
research to
feel
find a cheaper
I should
place.
have to pay for.
I mean, they unfortunately, whether it's good or bad, they kind of have the power. They can f your credit, so it's not. I don't think they're gonna care to wiggle on it.
Yeah.
I need to make it until I can
How much do you owe?
south of 4,000.
That is a
Yeah,
lot.
no.
Well,
What are they
This
claiming?
one's
so
this
they're
one's not great.
claiming what is equating a total
If
of
he doesn't say it, I'm counting it
Okay.
because we're all
because I had
screaming it.
1 month halfway
It's like,
paid,
please be an
and
adult,
then
dude.
I owe them
Wake
for
up.
2 weeks of the next month. So it's basically totaling a month of rent. And then they're trying to charge me for replacing the carpets, even though I moved out in
Gosh.
2022. Moved
That's
in there
another
in
unrelated sad story.
2019,
Why are we
had
keeping
2
doing this?
dogs and like 7 adults in that apartment basically the entire time. So like the carpets are gonna wear and tear, and they knew those people were there because they were all on the lease.
Okay.
So they're trying to say that
I
the
think I'm
carpet
just
was
gonna have to pay
worn
this.
down too much for its age, and I'm like, the carpet wasn't even new when I moved in. But
Did
they're
you take
claiming it
pictures on
was.
your move-in day?
You should.
Yes, I took pictures. They were there. Like I did the little checklist thing, and
You have pictures that you can show them
Good. You better.
from your move-in day.
it's on my old phone, but I believe so. I have
Is
to
it-
find the old
is it
Get
in the
though.
cloud?
your old phone. Dude, this is basic. They tell you to do this in college. What the hell? Yeah, probably a no that
Also,
he doesn't actually have it.
Just one more thing on the 10 minutes thing, and then I'll move away from that. The extra hours that you're having to work right now, just to pay to be closer to this extra $600 versus leaving 10 minutes earlier,
Yeah.
arriving home 10 minutes later, is likely substantial more time you're having to spend at work in order to afford that.
True.
So
true.
you're likely sacrificing more of your time anyway because you have to pay the
Mhm.
more expensive rent. So
Very true.
Well, I mean, right now the hours are gonna happen regardless. Right now,
why?
What?
we'll leave it at unreliable other employees.
Okay.
So, and I'm the only one willing to come in all the time.
I'm just saying, if I had if that extra $600 was, if I opened my brokerage Moo for investing,
Ooh,
if I was
do I
able
have
to
a
throw that
obvious
extra
sponsor plug?
$600 into
No!
investing,
Damn it.
the amount of compounding you would be getting over the course of your life.
Damn
Do you have
it.
retirement?
Not at
If
the
you
moment.
have it though,
Do I have it as an option
go for
with
it.
my
But
current
That doesn't
employer?
matter.
I don't have
Yes.
one.
Am I
Matter.
utilizing it right now?
Damn
I
it.
don't give everyone. Everyone has access to some kind of retirement, whether it's their IRA or whatever. So that doesn't matter. It's whether or not you have it. That's what I care about. Okay. All
Sounds
right.
like
Well, let's
no
start going through
retirement,
this credit report because it's basically
or-
this entire pack.
I
of
kind of missed
insanity.
that.
Atlas. What is it?
At the end, they
Deferred.
always
Inc.
talk about the amount of
So,
retirement anyway. So
Atlas is kind of like a credit card, but not
Mhm.
really.
how's it
It
not?
has a super low limit, and basically it gets
doesn't
used,
stop it.
and then the payments automatically just come.
Do you owe anything on it?
Like $60.
Hey.
It's a like I said, it's a super low limit.
Good.
Super low
You're not a
limit is probably a bad thing. Oh, actually saying not a credit card person.
You need to use a charge card like Fizz card. You cannot have access to credit cards. You can't. You don't know how to.
Yeah,
make-
having a low limit actually kind of hurts you though, because that makes your utilization super high, and that hurts your credit score. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's just one of those kind of shitty credit cards.
Not to save your own life.
I think Atlas is literally the only one I currently have. If you want to count it as one,
Oh, Department of
Yeah, did you?
Education. So you already went to school.
tried.
Dropped out?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Huh.
I did too. But you're considering going back.
That's
When
the
did you
goal.
go?
Ooh, Jesus.
When was your last class? What year?
I know my first try was in 2009. I want to say the second try was like 2012.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
It's been a while.
You're gonna have to restart basically all your credits. A lot of the transfers and
Oy.
everything they last for like 10 years.
Yeah. But I mean,
So you're
Oh
starting
boy.
fresh. You're gonna have to do a full 4 years.
yeah, but what I was trying to do
Oof.
How are you
before
paying
are no way related to what I'm trying to do now.
You can't pay your car. How are you paying for school when you
Really?
want to go back?
That's what I'm also trying to figure out
Okay.
because I don't
You
think
didn't
I
have a
qualify
plan?
for financial aid.
Yeah, no. That's not surprising. Okay.
Yeah, like
These a
the
bunch of different
214
student
was so
loans.
weird.
They
Um,
are.
Like I
Here,
don't
let me
know where
just
that
add them
number's
up real
coming
quick.
from.
it's a lot.
Are you paying on them? Probably not.
They're in deferment right now.
Yeah. Shocked. I wonder what the interest rates on them are.
I don't think they're bad.
Oh my goodness, you've been late on them. You've been late on
How?
them in the past. You've been
How?
119 days late.
3 to 4 months late? What?
My dude.
I will honestly admit that I don't think I've made a single payment on those student loans because I've had them.
Great. You don't feel responsible to pay back money you borrow?
It's not that. I guess
Well, yes.
Oh boy.
Go on.
I don't have the degree for it. So I'm like,
Yeah, but you borrowed it. I don't have the degree.
I
I'm
know
paying
I
it
borrowed
mine.
it. I know I borrowed it, but and
Okay.
it's not that I don't plan on paying it back. I just
Hey.
It's been over a decade
I know.
from your most recent.
I know.
$20,576.
Again, like I
Oh,
said, I've been
collections.
focused
Holy
on
shit.
just maintaining my day to day. So there's things
But you're not.
that's why I'm been focused on it and not doing anything else really.
But you're not maintaining your day
What?
to day. You're moving your car payments to the end of your car payment. You're allowing that 20% interest to accrue.
Oh my
Mind you, again, when I
gosh.
talked about accruing money in your retirement, the best is a 10% average. You're losing more than double that with your car loan. Sorry, thank you.
Oh,
through
that
these.
would make sense actually. Some algorithm created amount to keep their credit score too low to move to a different company, probably. That I guess that would explain the weird
Student
number a
loans,
bit.
since we know the balance. Your normal payment's probably like $250 if you're in the 10-year traditional payment.
Something like that.
But you haven't made a single payment. How much did you actually borrow? Because I bet it's gone up to 20 because you haven't done anything.
Mm.
I know one like 16, I think.
Oh yeah, no. I see.
So
I see
the
what you mean.
consequences of your actions. An
I
extra
could see it.
$4,000.
I could see it.
Okay. Here's something new.
What's that?
Central portfolio contour.
Huh?
Oh, place for collections. Wonderful. Collections.
Okay.
$546. What's that for?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Wonderful.
What?
Okay.
It doesn't say on there. Usually it says the original creditor's name somewhere. Does it not? Oh, it got
Hmm.
It got redacted.
What?
Any reason why? It's the first collections, 546. Redacted the original creditor.
I mean, I can look it up on the credit on my credit
The
card.
second collections is $864. You know what that's for?
Huh.
It's been 9 months.
No. Would you like me to look it up for you?
Sure.
The first one was the hospital.
St.
Okay.
St. David's just a hospital.
So why didn't you pay?
Didn't have the money to.
What was it for?
What year was
Okay.
that?
546? Oh, year? Oh, I don't know. 1 second. 2023.
Did I go to the hospital? I didn't go to the hospital last year.
Maybe that's when it
Huh?
was sent to collections. So maybe 2022.
Because I know I went to the hospital in 2022 because I fell down the stairs while
Huh.
moving and severely twisted my ankle.
Wow.
Okay.
And then there might be hospital bills on there from both the times I was hospitalized because of my diabetes.
And Beatus.
Mm-hmm.
No, that one should have fallen off by now, considering how long ago that one was.
Nope.
Well, I was thinking.
I'm anti-bank, so I'm biased, but that's been done in the past, reducing credit limits to move a group of people out of a higher score bracket. I wouldn't be
Thinking
surprised.
about because I went to the hospital again one time when I fell and got a contusion on
Beatus.
my whatever this bone is called right here.
I'm not
Don't you want to be a nurse?
Neither am I. But I don't think that one's on there because it's been forever a day ago.
All right, pull up your Credit Karma because this is organized horribly. There's 75 pages. I can't. Okay, so
75
546
pages?
medical collections.
Okay.
and then we'll look at the rest.
1 second. Is that TransUnion or Equifax?
It doesn't matter.
Well, sometimes it does.
Sometimes this is
Is
good
it?
me.
Hold on, I'm still open.
Give me.
Opening. I did.
Loading.
TransUnion.
Hold on. Why is this? What are you doing?
What is it doing?
Eh. Really likes purple. There's a lot of purple, including the phone.
So much money.
It takes 45 seconds. Calm down. And we're looking for what again? Here you go.
Let's look.
Oh yeah, fair. How bad is one's health that you get hospitalized for diabetes in your 30s? Yeah, it generally catches up with you later. Like, I never met my grandpa, but apparently he got, like, amputated because of his diabetes. I've seen usually that pretty good doctors and nurses are never careful about themselves. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I have some doctors in the family, and I'd say that that's fair.
Remarks. Collections. Okay. We were looking at this 864 was this last one we saw, so 864. The original
Yeah,
creditor
I will say
there,
that generally seems
right,
like
it says
prioritizing
original creditor,
family.
central
So that's
portfolio
fair.
control. So it was probably just sold to another one. So we don't even know what that's for. This is great. This is wonderful. This is fantastic. Apparently that was also the hospital. So it's another hospital one.
Not a hospital.
Okay, this next one we're looking at, collections 3 is $734. You've just allowed your entire life to go to collections. Bank of Missouri.
Huh.
That is a credit card.
Why'd you not pay it?
Okay.
Which
You feel any responsibility in the world at all?
Yeah, you do
Okay.
have to put on your own air mask first with the in order to take care of someone else, you kind of have to take care of your own shit so that
You're gonna
I
be.
you're there for
okay,
them when they need
then
them.
why don't you do anything?
I was paying on that one actually, and then
Yeah, but then you didn't.
What happened?
I stopped, and I can't remember why it stopped. Something happened where I just couldn't afford the payment anymore, and then
Okay, then you're not a credit card person. Don't use credit cards.
Yep.
Then number $442 from Capital One.
There's so many.
That was also a
442.
credit card. Oh, yeah, credit card.
Uh-huh.
A lot of credit
Why'd you not
cards.
pay it?
Same thing.
Great. 476.
Ugh.
476. Can't see the original creditor there.
Some
476
funding.
was from LVNV, or I guess the Revy card.
Oh,
Huh.
Revy? Credit card, yeah.
Or credit card.
That one actually
Sweet.
just happened.
Yes, these are all
Showing me correctly on the
collections. These are all just collections.
Okay. And then, whoa, okay, collections.
No wonder
So 6
your
collections.
car loan's like 20%.
Whew, $2,206.
For
What's that
who?
for? Remember who that's for? Oh, it's Credit Ninja.
Credit
Oh, yeah.
Ninja? Credit Ninja? Really?
I wanna be ninja.
That was a loan.
That's great. And you didn't pay it.
Started and then couldn't afford the payments anymore.
Okay.
So-
I want to give you free money right now. I've partnered with different resources that will literally give you hundreds of dollars the moment you sign up for them. Check out my investing app of choice, Moomoo, where they give you up to 15 free stocks.
I'm not
Car repoed. Add into your debt on this last one.
I'm not
Pause.
sure
Not
about
Pause.
the credit score
I
yet.
did not
Pausing.
get the car repoed.
No, they don't want to move. Because Caleb's telling them they should and don't want to.
The car was voluntarily surrendered in the process of me trying to catch up on my payments because
They were gonna repo if you didn't.
my finance company lost my payment. Had they not, I would still have that car.
Okay.
Are you sure that it's the finance company's fault?
No, you have to be behind payments for like many months for that to
3
even be in
months.
that situation.
Yeah.
To be exact.
There you go.
And I just started the
3
job that I-
months. But it's their fault that the car got taken away from me. It's not my fault. Ugh. You know, they
Just
gotta
left.
get out of the credit
Mhm.
score
and
game.
had they not
Eh.
lost that payment, I was gonna make 2 payments with the next check because I had massive overtime.
Yeah,
You have
that's
to
definitely
understand that I
blaming
was
debt on
working
others. What the
bank
hell?
at that job, but
Wonderful,
I
and
was
then you
not
left.
I wasn't happy.
Yeah, but then you still have to pay the bills that you took out.
Everyone in their ninja is ripping them off.
Right.
Yeah.
But again, I would still have that car which had a lesser payment on it. Honestly, all of this really started going south when I lost that car because my car payment shot up by like $200,
Mhm.
and so that's
Because you ended
where
up getting a car that was
the-
unaffordable to you. Because
it's the car they gave me, Caleb.
no,
It's the car they showed me. I needed.
Oh,
a
come
car.
on. Do you not know that at the car dealership, you don't go with what they tell you? You gotta get, like, actually do your own research stuff, otherwise they're probably just trying to make the most profit off of you possible. What are you talking about?
so
Like-
really, so if anyone shows you anything, you're just gonna buy it.
No,
I'm
That's
afraid
not
for the
how that
next time you
works.
have to get another car.
That's
They're
not-
gonna
Eh.
show you a car, and you're gonna be like,
No,
okay, that's
you
my
have to
car.
understand when it comes to cars.
Yes, I've never
typically-
gotten a car before.
When it comes to cars, I typically do research. I typically do the research. This
You did the research and chose the 20% car loan? What?
is literally the one time where I did not.
And it's
do the
destroyed your
research.
finances. So
Yeah.
and
The
also
one
I
time.
don't care if you've done things well in the past. If you're doing
Oh,
it
they gave her that car, but she's got
poorly now, it doesn't matter.
it
Just like
doesn't
if
make
someone
sense,
did
yeah.
shit things in the past, as long as they're a good person, they've learned from it now, then
I
it
don't
doesn't.
know what pronouns to use here because could just be dressing like unconventionally. You never know nowadays, I swear. I don't
matter to
know.
me.
Which is why I'm here to
Unless it's
try
like
to get
murder.
back on. Which is why I'm here to try to get back.
That's
on
not
the good
that's
track.
not an excuse out. That's not an excuse out. I'm sorry.
I'm not excusing.
But that's what everyone says the moment they get pushed back on their actions is they say, well, that's why I'm here. Come on.
like I recognize what's
Collections
Fucked up.
number 7, $1,252. Looks like this one is from the Bank of Missouri. Once more. Again.
did I have 1,000 what?
Are these all in
252.
Missouri?
Bank of Missouri is a credit card, but I don't remember having a credit limit that high ever. I
Couldn't
don't.
tell
I
you.
don't. I don't. I don't usually do.
Oh
Credit.
my
Well, it might just be
gosh.
extra fees and that on top of it for sold to collections. And then to Verizon, you owed $1,780. You can't do debt. You have
Oh
8
my
things in
gosh.
collections. This is insane. You can't. And regardless, let's pretend you didn't even do the voluntary repossession. Even with your current car, you're adding the missed payments to the back of the loan anyway. So regardless, I mean, you just can't do debt. You're not responsible with money. And that's okay. That's fine. Just accept it. Because if you accept it, you can
Yeah.
always start to change it. Don't get defensive on it. It's okay that you're not good at money. I'm not good at a lot of things. But I don't go walk
Yeah.
around and say, no, I'm actually great. Like, what?
I never said I was.
I know, but you're defending against it. Just accept that you're bad at money and that you can't do debt. And that's okay.
Well, because you're making it seem like it's worse than what it is. Like I know.
Are
it's
you
bad.
kidding me?
I know
Are you
exactly.
I
kidding
wanted
me?
to.
Worse than it
know
actually
Dang it.
is?
that.
You think it's
Dang
better
it!
than
I don't have. It's not that bad. Dang
it
it!
actually is. You think it's better than it actually is.
I'm gonna say
You're
that's
putting
squeaking.
money, the
It doesn't
payments at the
squeak.
end of the loan.
You gotta
You
squeak.
voluntary repossessed because you were about to get really repossessed, and then 8 things in damn collections. Student loans for a degree we didn't get, and that's okay. That same thing happened to me, but guess what? It went up $3,000 because you weren't paying on them, so extra fees and interest added onto it.
Ew.
Come on. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm making it sound worse than it actually is? I'm literally just naming exactly what it is, and you're trying to make it sound like it's
Yep.
better.
Yep.
I mean, because it is.
No, it's not.
It's
What?
not.
In what world? I'm reading the numbers.
You're reading the numbers, but you're not really fully looking at the situation. Because
Buddy.
it could,
What?
It could be worse, and it's not.
Are
Oh,
you
come on.
I mean, why does everyone say this? And why does everyone say this? You've applied to this. You know what you.
If it is
What?
in collections, it is that bad. Yeah.
How do people?
There's. I think it was like 12,000 worth of collections.
Is that what you have to do to go to sleep? Are you kidding me? Let's say that I am a smoker. I am smoking all the crystals in the world just because I took 2
Oh, yeah,
weeks today instead of 4.
garnishments?
It's okay because it's not as bad as it could be. Are you kidding me?
It's signs of improvement. It's signs that you're trying to get off of it.
Signs of improvement is 8 things in collections. What the fuck are you talking about? Signs of
Like, I'm
improvement.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
definitely
get
squeak.
that it looks. I get that it's bad, but you have to understand.
You don't get how
that
bad it is, which means you're not going to do anything to fix it.
I will. I
Will
just need
you?
help figuring out what to do.
Okay.
Oh, come
Well,
on.
no, honestly, I kind of have to push back against that though, because I am trying to tell you how you did that car wrong and what to do next time, and you're trying to defend how you ended up getting that car. So I don't think
Yeah.
you even want to know.
No, I get what went wrong. I get what went
Do
wrong.
you?
Why are you trying to defend it.
Because you have to understand where I was in that position.
I did understand. I did, and I gave you alternatives that you could have done, and then you say no, it's not possible.
I did.
And you're also you're someone who's not willing to wake up 10 minutes earlier. So I don't give a what you're about to say.
It was not on my mind at that time. At that time,
that's not an
my
excuse.
mind was I have this, and this.
It's not a valid excuse, at least.
That I need to be able to do freely without waiting for somebody to come pick me up. I need a car.
We all have going on. That doesn't mean I get to just
we haven't even gotten
out
to the
and
spending
not do
yet.
things correctly. I'm running a business. I'm running employees. I have a lot of on my mind. I have a lot of things on my plate. Guess what? That doesn't mean that I get to just around and make a massive mistake that ruins my life just because I have this, and this.
Well, at the time, I could afford the payment, so.
Could you?
Change. We're here
Could
now.
you?
Let's fix it.
I honestly don't think that payment was ever in the affordable range because you had to stretch it out to 7 years.
That's what they offered me. It's the only thing they offered me.
That's not an excuse.
Oh, come on.
That you say no. You Uber for a month while we shop around and we try to improve our credit for a few months.
My mindset was not there at that time.
You're
not an excuse.
You say it's not an excuse. I'm not saying it's not an excuse. It's what it is.
My
mindset was not there at that time.
It is an excuse.
Things change. People grow. I
just haven't seen that growth.
I'm trying to improve it.
Where's that trying? Please tell me in your finances anywhere.
Being here, talking to you.
That's not.
Oh, come on.
Nope. I want to see actions. That's not an action. You came here and you sat in a chair. Wonderful. I'm proud of you. Why do you have a $63 balance on Atlas? If you're trying to improve, that wouldn't be there. $60, you can pay that.
Because I used it.
Then pay it. Talking
I
about?
am. It's getting paid today. I literally got paid today. It's getting paid today. I'm just waiting for it to leave my account.
Fine. Fine. The $442 collections. Why haven't you paid that then if you're trying to improve your thing?
Who was that for again?
Buddy, I don't remember, but they were all.
Does it matter?
Just like past credit cards except for a couple of medicals.
Oh, because credit cards fall off.
All collections do. After 7 years.
I'm not doing credit cards anymore, so I'm not worried about the credit cards.
That's not how this works. Because your credit is so that's why your car loan is so predatory. Because your credit score is so that's why you're saying you're not able to move to another apartment complex. Because your credit is so why don't you do anything to improve it in order to improve your damn life?
Actually, I said I can't move to another apartment complex.
And also, you feel no moral obligation to pay off a debt. If you feel no moral obligation with there, then this conversation's done because there's nothing I can do. Like you borrowed the money, you spent other people's money, regardless if their credit card in the system sucks. You borrowed it.
Can I see the spending
pay
though?
for it like an adult. Show me a little bit of responsibility in this world.
Show me how.
Okay.
That's what I'm here for. Show me how.
Cool. Call them. Pay it. Boom. Showed you.
Work it into my budget and show me how.
Your budget. Okay. Fine. Let's do that. Let me call for things not to spend on in that budget then.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Spend a lot of your money. You sent out $13 to Cash App. Who knows where that went? You went inside, got some drinks. You got some McDonald's.
Some Ketos and
you made
McDonald's.
a Cash App loan repayment thing there. And then more $20 out from Cash App. $20 out from Cash App. $50 out from Cash App. $20 out from Cash App. Where is all that money going? 20, 50, 20, 50, 50, 20, 20, 20, 20, 50.
Is it out from Cash App, like sending it to somebody?
Yeah.
Yes. It's a Cash App payment. I don't know where it went. Well, we blacked out their names probably.
That could have been sent to my Bank of America account to.
Regardless, I'm clicking it.
Because I used both accounts.
Nope, it was people.
It was people?
Producers are telling me it's people. They blacked out their names.
It's people?
Okay.
Yes.
20, 20, and 50.
Dude, it's endless. It continues through here. Apple Bill.
Going out? 50
Yes.
going out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who did I send? Unless I was paying somebody back for money I borrowed. That's the only way I would send.
The ones that went back to the bank account are still labeled, so I'll call them out when I see that. Apple subscription or in-app or something. Whataburger.
Is it $20? What is that?
Loans right on $500. So you took a Cash App loan, $500. We saw you did pay that back. Uber. So you're already Ubering, even though you have this card that you can't afford. So that's great. Uber Eats. You can't afford that. You can't afford a $35 convenience of Uber Eats.
What was the amount?
DoorDash?
96.
Equivalent.
$96.
I don't have DoorDash this time. Really?
That was me getting something for my mom and them. I just ordered it and had it delivered to them.
Okay, you can't afford that.
So
I didn't pay for it. There should be something where my mom paid for it.
Oh, okay. Well, you certainly can afford $38.88 in the convenience of someone picking up your food and delivering it to you through Uber Eats, okay? No defense there. Good. Thank goodness. Per pay, $72. Amazon.
Every time I see a $50 on Cash App, I think it's on the on weeds. Now now thanks
On
to the
payments,
hammerheads, I wouldn't be
$27.
surprised.
Oh, more Uber Eats, $35.02.
Oh no. Oh no. Good lord. Yeah, the reefer. The devil's lettuce. Hmm.
Only,
Okay.
only, only 4
4?
in one day. How much FAP did we have to do?
There was no FAP. It was just boredom.
Boredom?
You spent how much on boredom? Okay, so that's okay, that's at least like $30 on quote unquote boredom.
Only 4 in one day. How much FAP did we have to do?
That was one day?
There was no FAP. It was just boredom.
Boredom? So you
What?
spend money? There's so much free stuff. So much free.
I know. And honestly,
Huh?
it was ridiculous because nothing really even was seen. So it was like wasting my time.
May we hear? What did we discover? What did we discover through that
Oh
payment?
no.
What did we see?
The OnlyFans is nothing but a so I don't use it anymore.
Only nothing. Oh, you had to pay more to get access to the uncut gems?
I guess so. I don't know. I stopped after that. I was like, oh, whatever. You're boring now. Bye.
Amazon. Sonic. Go inside, get some bullshit. Sonic. Go to Sonic a lot. $20 at Sonic too, so I doubt that's just a salad.
If I'm going to Sonic, it's not a salad.
Well, you go to Sonic all the time. I've called out Sonic like 5 times. Oh, guess what? Sonic.
Yeah, only
Went
fan
inside, got
strikes
some
again.
drinks or some bull. What are you stopping at the gas stations getting like?
And
a couple-
apparently, based on like comments that Caleb said during these episodes, it sounds like there's a lot more OnlyFans that they just like crop out so that because the guest tells them to take out the fact that they pay for OnlyFans. So there's probably even more OnlyFans that we don't even know about.
$1 things.
That's usually like maybe a bag of chips
Nope.
and a soda.
So taquitos.
Canceled. That's out of the budget. You did it again right there. Then you went to Pizza Hut. Doubt that's salad for $40.
Pizza Hut?
Oh, that's a pie. That's a large pie.
40
Really?
bucks pizza.
$40 on Pizza Hut. What?
Hut.
Oh yeah, that's a
That
greasy pie right
was,
there.
For work. We sometimes buy pizza for our clients.
So it was reimbursed?
Mhm.
Okay. Apple
You're
Bill.
buying Pizza Hut for people who need like an in-home care assistant thing? I hope it's just the elderly. What the hell? Spoon. That's oversaturated. You gotta stick to the bingo hall. There's too much of the OF. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Pizza Hut's like super expensive.
McDonald's.
Apple Bill is going to
I
be
had an uncle who
either
got run
my
over delivering for Pizza
care
Hut.
for my Apple products,
Mm-hmm.
my subscription to Microsoft Word, which I need for work,
Why doesn't work pay for it?
because I'm technically speaking not
Microsoft
in,
Word? Use Google Docs.
Yeah.
Work doesn't pay for it because
Use Google Docs. I understood if it was like Excel, but
I
it's
mean-
Microsoft.
Yeah, depends on what they're using it for, because in general, like the Google Suite stuff is pretty good for like really basic stuff, but it depends on what you need.
Microsoft Word. Use Google Docs.
I actually never considered that.
Well, please consider.
Really? What?
Thirsty chicken. Must have been real thirsty.
Holy shit! $70? This better be a work thing. Holy shit.
It was $70.
That was also
Popeyes.
reimbursed.
$3 sent out via Cash App. $2 sent out. $5 sent out. Uber Eats again. Great. $20 there. And other
No, honestly,
Apple
if I'm
Bill,
gonna
so
go
this
to a
is
chicken place,
third
I'd rather go to
subscription now.
KFC than
Taco Bell. Went inside, got
Popeyes.
some chips. Panda Express. Went inside, got some chips. And other Apple Bills. So now that's 4. So you only named 2. Cash Apping out $5 to someone. Fresh donuts. Must have been real good. Real fresh. Sonic Drive-In. Went inside, got some chips. We're chip obsessed. Especially for someone.
It was like $8 for a lunch deal, small pizza, wings, and drink. But my old uni recently, but maybe that's a loss leader for that location. Maybe.
With
I don't know.
diabetes. Whataburger. And
Pizza
other
Hut
Apple
or
Bills,
like a
that's
different?
5. Went inside, got some chips.
Or a
Probably
different thing.
McDonald's. Went inside, got some chips. Schlotzsky's as well. So a lot
Yeah,
of spending on just bull.
Never seen
So,
Slotsky's. Yeah, okay, Pizza Hut.
Schlotzsky's, most of the Uber Eats And yeah, so actually, so most of the Uber Eats, that's all going to be either for my family or for work.
Yeah, you can't afford it regardless.
They get reimbursed.
Where was it reimbursed?
So if you get reimbursed, then technically you're taking money from family or friends. Haha. Giving us bingo. Bingo
I haven't seen that.
again.
Usually, if it's for work, my technical manager will
Winner,
give me
winner,
cash.
chicken dinner.
You're Uber eating for the old person?
Huh?
You're Uber eating for the old elderly?
No, so it's the Uber eating is usually technically she's my boss, asking, hey, order me this, get you something, and I'll give it to you in cash. And I'm like, okay.
What?
So that's what I
So
do.
it's not
don't
even for
know.
the clients?
$3 in your Bank of America checking.
Ooh.
I can't track your cash. That's hard. Transferring money through Cash App, Cashback, Afterpay.
Yeah.
We're also doing Afterpay.
Reimbursement should
Afterpay,
probably be on a
Afterpay,
different
Afterpay, Afterpay.
card. I
Wonderful. Fresh
agree.
donuts on here as well.
I only got
And then
one
things
payment
through
left on
Cash
that.
App, Cash App, Cash App,
What
Cash App.
donuts?
Okay.
So much cash app.
Okay, yeah, let's do your budget because I guess that's what is gonna be a big thing.
Let's see what we
Okay.
got.
So, what's your rent?
Before other fees, it's $16.85, but there are other fees on
Okay.
that raise it up more than that.
Well, that's before the fees you said.
Before the fees, $16.85.
Okay, now with utilities,
Okay.
internet, and fees, how much?
To be quite honest with you,
Best
I usually
guess.
have 18.
Not another 1,800.
It's 18 something.
No,
Because
not in fees.
I know when
In
I pay it
fees?
late, I'm paying 19 something
Why are you paying it late?
because and that's the other issue that I have is that right now for the way that things are
What?
falling,
Here's a question for like the reimbursement stuff or with the work thing. Why don't they just have like a work credit card? And it's like go order it with the work credit card. That's what happened when I had my internship and we'd go out to eat. We just use the work credit card.
I don't understand how it happened. I somehow got it to where the check that I get at the beginning of the month, it comes after the first. So that's when I pay like car note, utilities, stuff
demand
like that.
the work
And
credit
then
card?
the check at the end of the month is
I
rent.
know like right now, companies don't get they used to be able to write off like employee food stuff. And I think right now they can't, or at least it's like 50% or something. So they might have been trying to discourage it more, but regardless, if you're getting reimbursed, you might as well just have a work credit card.
But instead of it being rent for the next month, it's rent for the previous month.
So you're just calculating in late fees. You don't know what your utilities and all that extra stuff. There's no way utilities and fees an extra 1,800.
Well, no,
Your rent isn't 3,000.
no. So
Are you saying total
Really?
18
so my rent by itself
is 1,685?
Oh boy.
is $16.85, and then there's like fees just for the complex.
Okay, how much?
That raise it up to 18
Okay,
something.
now what about
What?
utilities?
My utility bill fluctuates between $150 and $200 a month.
Okay, I'm going to put 200 and I'm putting 1,800 for your rent plus fees. Do you have
Oof.
renter's insurance?
Right now, no, it's built into my rent.
Okay.
Okay, it's built into it.
Internet.
Okay, it'd be bad if you didn't have any.
Internet's built into my phone bill.
What's your phone bill?
If I don't include the amount that I get reimbursed from someone that's on my phone plan, I actually just got to decrease.
What's your phone bill?
$400.
Just tell us so that we can put it in. Wait,
How's
she's
it
paying 1,650 plus HOA fees?
Um,
Those were
Apple Watch,
HOA fees
iPad,
too?
2 phones, 2 internet
Dude.
boxes.
2 phones?
One of the phones someone else pays for.
So they give
For
you
this
money.
person, I would
Mhm.
say a credit card.
So my
After
Or would say a debit card. Well, it doesn't matter if it's the work thing because the work will pay it off. And of course, the work would have to see if you're like trustworthy worthy with the card.
They'll give you money. How much do you spend?
$325.
Sell. Hold up your wrist.
I took it off.
Okay. Yeah, and there's no tan mark there anyway. So sell your Apple Watch. Sell it.
Crap
Sell
Yeah.
thing.
Is there Apple Care on it?
Too old.
Just sell it and sell your
Oh
iPad,
my
even if you're lost, and throw all your
gosh.
money at it, please.
I need the iPad. That's what I use for work.
Oh.
And I had a tablet that was paid off and it went out on me.
320 is
Oh
that what
my
you said?
gosh.
I'm gonna fucking die. Is that what you said? 320?
$325.
What?
Okay, your debt payment for the car, $836.22.
Oh my
Usually
god.
more because you're always late. Gas, vroom,
Okay,
vroom,
looks like
drive,
we're
drive.
gonna
How
go
much?
over again. What the hell?
That is going to be 50 for a full tank, so 150 a month. We'll say.
Car insurance.
It might be
Car
worth
insurance
breaking the
is
lease. Holy shit, 2,000?
270.
Okay, $300 for groceries. Your meal prepping. Follow the meal prep in the budgeting program.
I usually spend
Address
more
it to
like
yourself.
200, but
Well,
do
it's because you
three.
eat out every second of your life. TP fund. Anything else you need to survive. You know, whatever it is, deodorant, all that good stuff. $100. Medical, healthcare, anything on a monthly basis.
My
Consistently.
medicine
Yeah, based Android enjoyer. Buy a Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Plus for $400, better than an Apple anyway. Yeah, no, I prefer Android. But then again, I've always been on Android, so maybe it's just me.
costs 75 a month.
Okay.
For everything.
Gym.
My apartment complex has one.
Pet insurance.
Okay,
You have a pet?
I
there's 4.
do not have pet insurance right now, but I
You
do
have a
plan
pet?
on getting it. Yes, I have
There's
2.
4.
3. Well, 4
Three what?
technically.
What do you have?
I have
thought
2
you
dogs,
said-
2 cats.
That's 4.
You're gonna put like 125 for pet insurance.
My
Ooh.
quotes have been more than that, but
Huh?
my
What about,
quotes have
like,
been
the
more
Yeah.
than
Well,
food?
what have they been?
So for, and this is just for my dogs. For my dogs, it's come to about 125 for both of them combined. I have a 10-year-old and then
Okay,
a,
I'm gonna
a
put
6.5 month
30.
old.
I'll put 30.
my gosh.
300, which that might be rough. But again, I don't know what's gonna happen to you if you have like a emergency situation with your pets. Like you won't be able to pay
Oh my
for it
god.
all. You can't even pay for routine checkups.
Yeah, no, Apple has some good products, no good software though. But they got outclassed in tablets for years now. I wouldn't be surprised.
Anything else that needs to be in your budget that I haven't mentioned?
We got phone, we got car, we got utilities, we got rent, we got groceries, we got necessities, we got car insurance, we got
Got pet
potential
stuff.
pet insurance, hopefully pet insurance.
Yeah. How
And
much
pet
in pet
food?
food as well?
The pet food's usually part of my grocery bill.
Okay.
I
It's
count
not
down
okay.
groceries.
Well, how much?
Dog food is, because I get the big old bag. Dog food's like $30, and that's like a month's worth. Cat food is usually the same for about a month's worth.
Okay, so 60 for pet food. Okay, so you need a minimum of $4,416.22 to live on a monthly basis.
Okay.
Payroll covered that. I think that was above
Yeah.
average month from what you were saying.
Separate food and pet food.
Like I
Fair enough.
work a lot of overtime,
And
and
you'll need to.
I am working on getting a part-time job
Okay.
because Uber eating to make extra money just doesn't make sense considering the cost of gas. Otherwise, I would do that because I'm already signed up for it.
On your car, especially with yeah.
Yeah, no. So I'm working on getting a part-time job. I'm actually hopefully finishing the onboarding process for it when I get home today. And it's a work from home situation.
I'm surprised
so
that there
I'm
wasn't a payday
hoping
loan.
It's real. And if I could get out this car,
So
I
you
will.
owe on the old car still.
Yes.
Okay, that wasn't in your credit.
No, you
It should
do
have been.
I
no.
didn't have it.
Spoon, no.
You know how much?
It was financed through Capital One. Was it not on there?
Listen, when do you plan to go back to school?
Like I said,
I would
wanna be a
let
nurse
I
before
would
I'm
let the
40, and I'm
pupper eat
34 now,
me
so I have
before I
6
try to
years
eat
get
the
this figured
pupper,
out and get
okay?
graduated. So
So
sometime within the next 6 years, with 4 years to complete. So in the next 2,
But when you do, you're dropping your hours at work.
I plan on doing it online and doing my
Even
clinical.
still, though, even if you're like working 60 hours a week right now.
Yeah.
At a certain point,
my
I mean, obviously we need to
gosh.
get the degree. We need to actually make it through your third attempt. With
This
that,
is
you're
insane.
gonna drop your hours. Like you will, even if it's just to 40 hours.
I mean, we'll.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. No, we missed it. $8,732.
Oh, you found it?
Yep.
Yeah. I
Oh
got
my
the auto
gosh.
part of my thing. So yeah, that's right.
Just part of me that just wants to voluntarily give your car in, but only after we get enough money to get like a $10,000 car cash.
Guys,
If you
no.
want to take your investing to the next level, my new investing course is still on sale until July 1st. We're offering the course for only $97, which is $50 off. You'll get a
Because I had to get
Is
a
this
cosign.
released like late? Because I said until July 1st. That already happened. What are you talking
check out
about?
the link below for more. Stop buying sweet treats, people, and start investing.
I've considered that and don't want to do that because I had to get a cosigner for this car. So it'll mess with their credit too.
Oh, who's co-signed?
My mom.
Oh, your poor mom.
Ooh.
That's another reason why I can't let it go.
Yeah,
Obviously,
you
I
probably
can't
should
until
separate it to
unless I
make
can trade it in.
to
I can't.
see and general categorization is very helpful. Again, maybe I'll just make like a video tutorial of like how I do my budget. Because I have like this whole Google Sheet system that I really like. And it has like drop downs that automatically categorizes stuff for you. And like the pie chart looks very pretty.
Can't.
Trade it in. No.
And considering
And
it,
it's
it's just
Google
giving me
Sheets, so you
success,
can
I
use
haven't
it
You're
anywhere.
just
considered
gonna
it, but
roll over
I
the
can't.
negative equity into something else that you're probably gonna get negative equity in. So it's just
Like I can't. No one want to do it. Not with my current credit score.
okay. Well, I need to think. A lot of these collections are still gonna take minimum
Really?
5-6 years to fall off your credit.
And I get that, and I'm prepared to wait for that if that's what I have to
Oh
do.
no!
But
Oh my
It's not what I
gosh!
want to do.
But you're gonna end if this car breaks for whatever reason or something, or it gets a crash and your insurance isn't fully covering the remainder of the loan. It's like you're gonna end up in a predatory situation again because your credit's so.
Yeah.
Again,
Good
how do
point.
you get a cheaper place if you're not gonna get any? How much do you owe that past the compartment complex as well?
Was that not on there either?
No, we probably just missed it because it was just chaos. It was chaos. Okay.
It should have been.
It's fine. It's like I put 4,000 because you said it was something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Huh.
So again, without you dealing with these, you're not going to get cheaper rent. But if we were able to save $600 on rent, that's $600 that can go towards paying off the car quicker. So, do you know how to? Have you heard of negotiating in terms of collections at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I want to do with the apartment. That's why I'm waiting a little bit because then I can just call.
Once it
and say,
gets into
hey,
collections.
Yeah, I call and say, hey, I'll give y'all this much if y'all just take it off.
Yeah, and you have to do that essentially once a week until they you just wear them down and they accept it. Never give them access to any bank account information, by the way.
No, never.
But you're probably gonna have to do that with every collection, starting from just smallest to biggest. Like technically, you have money left over, so you just. My plan would be to stockpile that
If
as
all
much as you can on the next few months basis.
if all of the Cash App, or at least some of it, was actually for the Devil's Lettuce, I guess we could have had smoke shop or alcohol spending.
And just start. First, pay off the $63.
I don't think that would really help us though.
So the 442 is the smallest.
Besides, we already won.
I'd
so.
call up. I got $300. They're gonna say no. You know, just call back every few days or once a week. Do it until they accept it, and then do that with every collections. This will take a year or more probably because you just have so many things in collections. But you're gonna have to do that with every single thing in collections. You're gonna have to pay off your old car. You might have to pay back to the apartment if they don't decide to get it to collections because I need you to be able to get into another apartment at some point. It's like these things. I'm okay with waiting for things to fall off credit and stuff. But the thing is, your situation is so scary that you're relying on debt, and the only debt that you can get in, if you need to, is so beyond horrendous.
Yeah.
Because your credit is so because of everything you have in
I
collections.
wonder what the score is. I need to know.
Stuff. Okay.
It's going to be like another
let's at least
500, 400?
There's no excuse to miss any bill or be behind any bills. You have an extra $1,000 a month, at least according to your most recent month of payroll.
Right.
Oh, so, yeah.
I've seen it.
There's no excuses.
I seen it.
I know.
I just wish I knew where it went.
Oh, I've already explained. Like, here's your breakdown in terms of where your money's going.
Ooh,
like,
can I see
you're spending on category. If you just spend what I told you to spend, you have an extra 1,000. With the extra 1,000, let's say we don't even negotiate. The extra 1,000 with where your collections
200 credit is impossible.
You probably have, what is that?
The lowest you can get is
$6,000 in collections. Then you pay off your collections in 6 months without negotiations, and then there's the old car, and then the collections on top of that. It's probably a year and a quarter. A year and a half, you pay off all your collections. Student loans are still there, and the Forge Edge is still there. Forge Edge would take like 3 years, 2.5 years to pay off. Like, this is without any negotiations.
So we're talking snowball effect?
Kind of. Not really. Because if you were technically snowballing, you wouldn't pay on your collections. You would just pay your Ford Edge. But, I mean, actually, even technically more, you'd be paying your student loans and then your Ford Edge. That doesn't make sense. We need to improve your credit a little. In my perspective, again,
because I was going to say, like, what? And it's like, okay, because of Snowball versus Avalanche.
Bankruptcy is horrible,
I was
but
thinking
you could
Avalanche,
do
but it was talking
that.
about Snowball.
Already looked into that. No,
Okay.
I looked into it this week actually.
Okay.
The law firm I talked to was rude and disgusting and ugly,
Well,
and it was also going to cost $3,000 that I don't.
yeah,
have.
bankruptcy isn't cheap.
No, it's not.
And honestly, with the money you have in collections, listen, a Ford Edge, 2.5 years, all the collections, including your apartment and your old house, apartment and your old car, even without negotiation, that's 1.5 years. So 2.5 years, 1.5 years. Okay, we're at 4 years. Then you only have the student loans. Student loans, I would just get on a traditional 10-year payment plan, just pay them. And then, after those 4 years, maybe go to nursing school then because I need you to make the extra money. But let's call it being done with nursing school by 42. That's okay. I mean, it's 2 years.
Okay, they aren't bankrupt.
But again, that's without
get put on the
negotiation.
same payment plan
maybe take an
Caleb
extra
is
year off
giving?
of this anyway.
Huh.
To nursing school done by 41. So, that's what I would do. And then I would try to cash flow nursing school as much as possible. Go to, do as much as you can at Austin Community College.
Right.
It's really cheap. And of course, the moment we're able to cut back on rent as well, maybe the first thing we actually do is pay the $4,000 from your past apartment and then try to get into a cheaper rent.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because that can then save us $600 a month. And all of a sudden our situation becomes 4 years without negotiation to 3 years. And then include negotiation, maybe we're out of this in 2.5. There's a lot of options here. Literally, it's just going to take work, strategy, responsibility, actually budgeting. Again, go through the education we're going to provide.
Crazy long.
Email us with any questions you have. Come on for follow-ups.
Considering the collections, it's better than I probably would have expected.
Take care of the rent, get into a cheaper place, which we know for a fact you can, literally just by scouring Zillow. And just don't be late on payments by actually budgeting.
Yeah.
Take care of the apartment. Take care of the rest of the collections. Take care of the Ford Edge. Minimum monthly payments on student loans until they're paid off on a traditional 10-year plan, 6-month emergency fund. Try to cash flow nursing school as you can, and then just live a good life. And you need to start contributing 25% of your retirement to your retirement after that, so that you can have a decent retirement.
That's why I plan on being a travel nurse. That way I can build it up kind of quicker.
That's great. You can also wait a long time to have these fall off your collections, but again, that's going to make it harder for you to get a cheaper rent. That's going to make it harder for you to get any other kind of debt if something bad happens to your car. And you don't have an emergency fund, so you would need to open a credit card and get groceries.
Yeah, no, they're they're like a home help assistant, and I think it's because apparently they have a lot of overtime, so that's probably why. Because the goal is to become a nurse. Yeah.
That's your credit holding you back right now is very scary to me. But that's what I would do personally. I know it's a little more up in the air because there's options to choose
I'm not
from.
100%
But that's how in general I would go about it. Now it's going to take you sitting down, looking at your past month's spending and fully budgeting it out for a few hours. And do that every single month, and it'll get quicker and quicker every time. It'll be 30 minutes eventually. Do that and actually strategize this thing and be in touch with us, and we can help with that.
Definitely.
Hammer Financial Score. Make sure you guys stick around for the post show.
We're gonna
bring in the producers, and they have extra drama in your life and stuff that they know about that we probably didn't have time to get to. We're gonna have fun, talk about some extra tea, the extra 20 minutes. Your Hammer Financial Score. Spending a budget, you're overspending by $1,000, so 0 out of 10. Debt, you have collections, 0 out of 10. Emergency fund, you don't have anything, 0 out of 10. Retirement, you don't have anything, 0 out of 10. Real estate, you have nothing, 0 out of 10.
You're 0.
Score, 0 out of 10, as you guessed. Make sure to stick around for the post show and check out every resource linked in the description below, where you can get the budgeting program and the investing program bundled together at a 15% discount, and all the resources are there as well. Now join us in the post show.
Today,
see what we got.
Financial Audit Post Show.
So who were you looking at on OnlyFans? Was it James Charles? Is he? He plastered that shit everywhere.
No, never. He didn't even show anything. I'm over here spending my money and I'm not even seeing anything.
What a tease. I show these guys right here in the camera my Hammer dump truck every day, and I do that for free.
Has no one not doing the post show this time? That's kind of weird.
Join button below.
So I guess it's these other people. I don't know who they are. See what we got over here. I use this to be okay. Bringing in almost $6,000 a month and missing bills is insane. Yes, I voluntarily surrendered my car. It did not get repossessed. Oh, today's work from home sweet treat gonna be so sweet. Yeah, fair enough. Sometimes I'm like, damn, Caleb's late. Then I realize it's only Tuesday. It's funny. Yeah, you've seen the picture of the hammer dump truck, or at least him in the shorts with the hammer dump truck, because he had that with the dirty money stuff. Okay. The auto mod actually caught a bot. Good job, auto mod. You did something other than just police like the weirdest of words. Yeah. Yeah. The hammer dump truck boy. As a banker, this conversation is sadly more common than people realize. I wouldn't be surprised. RN of 11 years here. You can't start off as a travel nurse. You must have 2 years of hospital experience. During the pandemic, travel nurse agencies are accepting 1 year of experience, but that's being rolled back. You can't go from nursing school to travel nurse. Someone will die. Oh, wait. Well, someone's debt free, so good on them. The thought of this person being a nurse and being responsible for someone's life is terrifying. Yeah. Next time on the Caleb Hammer Reactions, what will the content gotcha bring us? Who knows? Join us next time on Twitch. Same rat time, same rat channel. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe, and follow on Twitch if you're interested in seeing these live. I hope you have a good day, and thank you for your time. Goodbye.